You got it going on. You got it going on. You got it going on.
Hi everyone, this is Natasha Saunders from Hip Hop Real Estate. As you can see, we are at the UNCF Empower Me Tour at Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts. We have some dynamic representatives from colleges here. We have students from all over Massachusetts. And in addition to that, I just heard Brian White speak, and he is fabulous. And one tip he gave today, a student asked him, "What did you do to become so famous?" You know what his answer was? His answer was he focused on being a success. When you focus on being successful, it may lead to fame. So once again, this is Natasha coming to you live from Hip Hop Real Estate.
One, and then comes the two to the three.
Famous monster DJ chilling right now in Beantown with Hip Hop Real Estate.
At the UNCF Empower Me Tour, and I am standing next to
Janice Cooper, Area Development Director for UNCF Boston.
Monica McClooney, National Director for Strategic Alliances and Corporate Relations for UNCF Headquarters.
Excellent. So we're just excited that you're in Boston. I know it's an honor. I've been blasting it out on Twitter and Facebook and telling all the young people to come here. Just wanted to know if you could maybe just answer why you thought coming to Boston was a good idea. You know, because we need more of that here in Boston.
I'm going to let Monica take that.
Well, thank you. I'll tell you, we've been all over the country. This is the 4th year of doing the Empower Me Tour, and we decided that it made sense to come to Boston this year because one thing we recognize is that there are markets where we have a fabulous team, but we're not necessarily seen as the pillar in the community that we should be because people don't connect our work with the brand. You don't see our scholars, you don't see our HBCUs that are members of UNCF, so sometimes it's a little disconnected. So this gives us an opportunity to actually touch the students that are in this city and bring something that nobody else is really doing for minority students here in this market. So
It's true. We have not had this.
well, that makes me really excited and lets me know that it was a good decision to come here. And I think based on the number of students that we've seen and parents that we've seen today, it's a critical need to be able to work with middle school and high school students around college readiness and college students around career readiness to make sure that they're prepared and they have the right tools. And, you know, to sprinkle in the celebrity element is just a kind of cool thing to do, and it keeps them excited about the day.
And any final words?
Well, we've been really pleased with the turnout today. We had over 750 people registered. And as Monica said, we've had parents here as well as students. The Boston Public School System has been terrific in reaching out to their counselors to reach to their students. And so we're delighted with the community organizations, the churches, as students as far away as Springfield.
Standing next to two of Boston's finest, okay, and best professionals in Boston. Why don't I have them quickly introduce themselves?
Nicole Roberts-Jones,
Author of
Define Your Own Way.
And Robert Lewis Jr. from the Boston Foundation.
So, really quickly, what made you all come out today?
Well, my mission is to help every young person live their absolute best life. So that's why I'm here, just to talk to as many youth as I can. I'm always so excited to be in the presence of youth.
It's always about access and opportunities. And it's great to see the young folks out here and also the adults out here and letting the young folks know we're here for them, not just today, but really moving forward in their future.
Well, we thank you so much, Nicole and Robert. And so let's stay tuned and see who else we can talk to.
Lord, here we are again, giving your name the praise. We come to give you the glory. We come to give you the honor. Because you've been good, Lord, we come to give you the praise.
Naomi Lola. I'm Mara Daly.
And you're all from what church?
St. Paul AME.
St. Paul AME representing.
What?
So you all are out here at the UNCF tour. How did you find out about this?
Church.
Church? All right, you guys getting something out of it?
Yes.
Did you hear Brian White speak?
Yes.
Awesome. Right? All right, so now it's time to get some more workshops in, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so stay tuned.
Empower yourself. It's your job, not your teachers, not the principal, not your parents, not your friends. Your job to go out and claim your destiny, okay? And that's why education is important. I already gave y'all some numbers this afternoon about strict money. You know, if you get an education, the higher education you get, the more money you're likely to make in your lifetime. But it's about more than that, okay? It's your pedigree, it's your legacy, it's your resume to discuss with each other the effort that you put into yourself. Like I talked about, an investment, not a sacrifice. If you're not investing in yourself, why would anybody else choose to invest in you? Okay? Think about it.
Now, I'm telling you to think about this in this sense, right? The more education you have, the less work you actually do. I'm breaking it down for you on some real stuff, right? As an attorney, right? As an attorney, when I was actively practicing, when me and my 4 partners started the law firm, it was just the 5 of us, so we had to do everything. We was the paralegal, we was the secretary, we were everything, all right? Now, me and the other 4 partners don't do nothing. Everybody else is doing everything. All we do is get a check. That's all we do. We don't do anything else. We got secretaries, paralegals, everybody working underneath us. Now, it's something else that's unique about education though. It's not just about getting the education. Going away to college is something that I needed to do because it helped me grow up. It helped me become responsible because you know what? Mama is not there telling me I have to get up and go to school. All right? I have to do my homework because you can stay up all night playing spades, playing. You know, Gigi know what I'm talking about. You stay up all night playing spades, playing toast, whatever. But it teaches you responsibility. But I'm gonna tell you something else that you learn when you're going through that educational experience, right? You meet friends who are gonna become leaders in different fields throughout the country. And you wake up one day and be like, man, my boy is CEO of IBM. Man, I pledged that dude. I remember when you just look back and you're like, man, look at how successful all these different people are. And these are people that you were with at 18, 19, 20, 21. I tell people all the time, I have a wonderful life. But if I could go back to any period in my life, I would go back and do 4 years of college at 18 all over again, knowing what I know now. Because I really didn't appreciate, I did not appreciate that time. And for you guys right now that's in the audience right now, you're such in a hurry to grow up. Let me tell you something. I was just like that. I wish I could go back to the days when I didn't have to worry about no Williams. I don't have Bills, I have Williams. I have the grown-up version, okay? I wish I could go back to, I have Williams. I don't have Bills. I have Williams. I have the grown-up. I have the real Bill. So I wish I could go back to the day when Mama and Daddy took care of everything and I didn't have to do nothing but look halfway decent to get a girl. So I mean, I wish I could go back to those days, all right? So don't be in a hurry to grow up. And I said this in an earlier thing. Everybody in here at 16, you can legally drive a car. You can legally have insurance, right? Right? But you cannot rent a car till you're 25 years old. Do you know why? Because you don't have your frontal lobe developed yet. Your frontal lobe is not developed. Your frontal lobe is what's used to help you make decisions. This is why the insurance companies will not rent you a car till you're 25 years old, because you don't have a frontal lobe. And thus, with me saying that, think about this. You cannot know everything if you don't have your frontal lobe, right? So parents, when your kids are doing some stuff that's just simply crazy, just say to yourself before you react, the baby just don't have a frontal lobe. Tell it like it is.
But you know what's really funny you say that, because I think some people still don't have frontal lobes. To be honest, I would say real quick, that's the beautiful part about college, is that when you develop that network, these people, that is your network. You can actually go pick up the phone, call these people, be able to say, hey, you know, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, or I need your help with this, I need a job, so-and-so wants a job. It's important.
One thing I love about our president, because our president is so smart, he made me cool.
I really start to understand what consequences were, because I wasn't doing as great as I should have in college because I was out enjoying the social part of college.
Spades all night.
No, I didn't play spades, but I was hanging out with my girls and taking advantage of, you know, financial aid and doing the wrong. I did everything wrong in the first semester, but I learned.
Today you were talking about how like you have family struggles, and like I can relate to that. How do you overcome that?
The question is, do you overcome it? You don't. You use that actually to kind of fuel your fire. You know what I mean? Sometimes you look at what people are, or how people become, or some of the mistakes they've made to understand what you don't have to do. You know, God has put you on this earth long enough to make all of them, so you have to learn how to learn from the mistakes that the other fools around you have made. You know, the family struggles, I have to say that I constantly am reminding myself that it's okay to forgive and it's okay to press forward. You know, we're gonna have to talk offline because I know what we're talking about, and I don't want to get everybody involved in that conversation. So at the end of it, let's step to the stage.
That's the model nigga yellow and we bout it every day.
And I'm standing next to two distinguished professionals from Wells Fargo. I'm going to have them introduce themselves to you at this moment.
Hi, I'm Gigi Dixon, and I'm Senior Vice President and Director of National Partnerships for Wells Fargo.
Ken Beckles, Assistant Vice President of Wells Fargo Home Mortgage here in Boston.
Excellent. So we would love to know, why are you here? What made you come out today?
Well, Wells Fargo is here today because this is the place to be. We are providing great information for young people about their finances. We're helping them understand we have lots of tools and resources to help them become financially savvy, understanding about that credit card, knowing how to open up that first account, knowing how to manage that money so you'll have it to pay for your college education, to get that first car.
Excellent.
I agree. It's all about the currency.
Currency. And it's all about being responsible with the currency. At Wells Fargo, we have a myriad of products and services for all consumers. But today, this is about the consumer. It's about the community. It's about giving back, actually. Wells Fargo has a long-standing relationship with United Negro College Fund, and we have a very specific goal for that. We want all young people to have access to higher education because education is the foundation of your future. And not only academic education, but financial education. So we're bringing both of those things together for young people today. And we do it across the United States, actually. We do it in several markets, but today it's all about Boston, Ken.
Yes, it is. Here in Titletown, we're so privileged and grateful to be here in Boston, Massachusetts today.
Once again, this is Tasha coming to you live from Hip Hop Real Estate at the UNCF Empower Me Tour. And just like our mission and our goal is to empower and educate you, we're bringing you financing on today. So something for you to think about. I'm standing next to, just tell them, you're my big brother. They want to know.
Hi everyone, my name is George Chip Greenwich, and I'm glad to be here for this great event with the United Negro College Fund. And mine is a terrible thing to waste, and I'm so glad the Empowerment Tour is here. And we got to give it up to our area director, Janice, for making sure that Boston got those resources. UNCF has actually got me through college. I was a Reebok UNCF scholar back in the 90s. So very proud that we're all here. Janice, I gave you a big shout out a few seconds ago, you know that, because she made sure that Boston was exactly on this tour. And we're making sure that we have a lot of great people. We've got Boston's greatest Brian White here, but we also got a lot of different resources as well. So I'm glad to be here. National Black College Alliance is here on our tour and all that other stuff. And I got great friends like you, and the man behind that camera right over there, because we're making this happen and make sure kids get the resources that they need.
McDonald's, why don't you introduce yourselves to our viewers, tell us a little bit about your role, and then we'll talk about why you're here today.
Okay, perfect. I'm Brandon Ruffin. I'm an HR consultant from the Indianapolis region, and I support Tennessee and Alabama.
Hi, my name is Akins McCauley. I'm a business consultant out here in the Boston region, and I'm a liaison between the franchisees and the corporation.
Excellent. I noticed on the table a lot of healthy foods. I had some apples and some good fruit. So tell us why you came out today, what your purpose is, and healthy eating from McDonald's.
We're here to tell our story. It's about the trust of our brand and talking about the healthy choices that we have at McDonald's. The fact that you can get a meal under 600 calories is amazing, and just educating the public on that and being a supporter of UNCF.